Juice WRLD was on pace to become one of the biggest artists in the world, having a #2 song and a #1 album all before turning 21 years old. But after his passing in 2019, a series of decisions from the people he was closest with completely tarnished his reputation for a lot of people. Now, instead of being remembered for his musical versatility, pioneering, and achievements, he's seen by many as just a rapper who only made depressing music and was betrayed by his flawed, sinning fiancé. In this video, I'll go over all the events that caused Juice WRLD's legacy to spiral downward, starting with the most important factor of all, his death itself. Juice WRLD tragically passed away on December 8th, 2019 from an accidental overdose. It was no secret that he was a heavy drug user, as drugs were a frequent topic in his music. His use went all the way back to 6th grade, which is when he first started drinking lean. He cited the rapper Future as the one who influenced him to try lean, so you could argue that Future played a part in his addiction. It's not really fair to blame anyone but Juice himself for his substance problems, but the people around him definitely didn't help his addiction. The documentary that released after his passing showed Juice constantly high and taking extreme amounts of drugs while the people around him enabled it. His fiancée Lotti was a user herself, and Juice actually credited her as the one who taught him how to sniff. If you want to get really technical, you could blame whoever prescribed Juice ADD medication in middle school, as he's mentioned that the ADD treatment Vyvanse probably started his drug addiction.
Thinking back, it probably started with the Vyvanse. Now I'm staring at Oxycontin in my hand.
Regardless, Juice's overdose wasn't where his legacy would end. He was a workaholic and left us with allegedly around 3,000 unheard songs. And these were completed songs too, not half-finished rough demos that artists typically have at the time of their death. It seems like it would be hard to do wrong with that many songs in the label's hands, but they still somehow found a way to mess things up. The label Juice WRLD was signed to is Grade A Productions, a label in which he was the first artist to sign to. Grade A Productions was founded in 2017 by Chicago rapper Lil Bibby and his brother George, known as G Money. The label was literally created to sign Juice WRLD, as Bibby and G Money launched it after they discovered Juice on SoundCloud and loved his song Lucid Dreams. His label being run by people who were completely new to running a label is a likely reason things didn't go as well as they could have after he passed. To give credit where it's due, Juice's first posthumous album, Legends Never Die, was a well put together project that most people enjoyed, but everything following its release was more of the opposite. For his next album release, Bibby was hinting the title The Party Never Ends, and a trailer even released for this album in July 2021, implying that it was going to drop soon. This was not the case, as The Party Never Ends got pushed back after the announcement of Juice's Into the Abyss documentary. The documentary was to have an album released alongside it to serve as its soundtrack, titled Fighting Demons. When this album dropped, it was clear that it didn't meet the standard that Juice's other albums had set. The song choices weren't what fans wanted and were just a bunch of sad songs about depression and drug dependency. Juice already had the reputation of being an emo rapper to the general public, but this album just amplified that by 1,000, making many casual listeners believe that all he made was depressing music, when that's far from the truth. Even in the documentary that the album was for, Juice was playing more upbeat songs of his that he said were for his next album called Outsiders.
Can I tell you the name of my next album? It's called Outsiders. I'm gonna play you the intro to it, just to give you kind of a feel of where I'm going, you know? 999 to get in. Yeah, I put Outsiders, the intro verse, the motherfuckers that don't fit. Off the real. I gamble with my life, I'm cashing in my trip. Hey, this is going on my next album, bro. This shit hard.
Ali even claimed to have the track list for the Outsiders album, so it's a shame that Juice's label didn't just release the actual last project Juice was working on and wanted to put out. Things somehow only seemed to get worse after the disappointing release of Fighting Demons. The Party Never Ends album continued to be teased just to be delayed over and over and over and over again. Bibby literally became a meme for always saying that the album was coming soon, when in reality it was not. He's blamed leakers and hackers for being the reason The Party Never Ends hasn't come out, but a lot of the songs fans want the most are songs that already leaked, so including leaks on the album seems like a much better solution than just waiting for years, as that's done nothing but cause the album's hype to completely die down from where it was. Juice's music was being leaked like crazy for a while after he passed, potentially lowering the hype levels for certain songs to be released. If you don't want your information to leak out like Juice's music, you should try using today's sponsor, Aura. Aura is a digital safety solution made to keep your personal information out of the hands of others. When doing a quick Google search of your name or email address, it's not uncommon to find that some of your personal information is exposed for everyone to see. Things like your full name, email, home address, health records, and relatives could all be found by anyone, which can be an uncomfortable thing to think about. Aura shows you which data brokers are selling your information and automatically submits opt-out requests for you. This not only protects you from hackers who could have used this information, but it also reduces the amount of spam you receive. AT&T recently revealed that over 72 million customer records from existing and former customers were released on the dark web. They recommend that those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Luckily, Aura does all of this and more. There are many other features Aura includes as well, like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more, without having to download a bunch of different apps. It's all super easy to set up and comes at an affordable price that's very generous for what it's offering. Aura always stays on, keeping me safe so I can focus on other things with peace of mind. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can head over to aura.com/JunePlug to start your own 2-week free trial of Aura, or click the link at the top of the description. Juice had expressed his distaste for leakers when he was alive, saying you're not a fan of him if you're leaking his music.
And it's funny because all the people that threaten to hack and leak, them the ones that claim they're the biggest fans. I'm like, how is you a fan?
Dang.
That don't make you a fan. Like, what?
Regardless, leakers continued to go against his wishes as they cared more about money than Juice's legacy. At one point in 2022, a song with Juice and XXXTentacion that their teams had been teasing was leaked, directly causing the song's cancellation. You can blame leakers for profiting off of Juice's work, you can blame Bibby for being stubborn with releasing leaked music, and you can even blame the fans for paying to hear unreleased songs rather than waiting for them to come out. But all Juice's label has been doing is dropping like one song of his every few months, usually just being another sad song no one asked for. It was even revealed in February 2023 that a majority stake in Juice WRLD's rights and income streams were quietly sold to Opus Music Group in early 2022 in a 9-figure deal. Whether it be due to greed, ignorance, or inexperience, Juice's label somehow failed to positively build upon his legacy, even with Juice leaving behind a blueprint and thousands of songs. Another person who failed to positively build upon Juice's legacy is his own fiancé, Lotti, who's done nothing but tarnish his image since he passed away. All while Juice's label was hurting his public image, the former love of his life, Lotti, was only making him look that much worse. At first, it seemed like she truly wanted to uphold Juice WRLD's legacy, acknowledging that she herself was attached to it.
I'm trying to uphold a legacy my name is attached to. I would never be on here acting like that or posting OnlyFans or doing anything like, but still trying to acknowledge Jared's legacy and be part of that.
But everything seemed to change in 2022 after she met someone named Carter Jamison. Carter is a social media marketer with scamming allegations who was 18 at the time of meeting Allie. He initially linked up with her to promote giveaways, but he eventually ended up managing and dating her as well. Allie moving on wasn't what people had an issue with though. The first big thing people took offense to was her seemingly giving away gifts Juice WRLD gave to her new boyfriend. Carter was seen flexing a watch Juice had given Allie while playing his song Burn, and he was also spotted in clothes Juice WRLD had worn, as well as with the custom bag Juice had made for Allie. Carter even bragged about being inside Juice WRLD's home. The same time period all of this occurred is also when Allie created an OnlyFans, which she previously stated she would never do because she was trying to uphold Juice WRLD's legacy. People would have likely been able to look past her OF if she had just kept it all about herself like she claimed, but unfortunately that was not the case. She eventually went on to post to her OF about releasing her tape with Juice WRLD because hackers were apparently threatening her to leak it. She also used it to sell a bunch of Juice's old clothes and apparently some nasty shit like his dreads, teeth, and a vial of his juice. She claimed she needed the money for her boyfriend's bail, and that's something I haven't even brought up yet. Allie and Carter both got arrested for shoplifting and meth possession in 2023. Yeah, I'm not too sure Allie really cares about upholding Juice's legacy. This video of her that leaked making fun of Juice and his music before they were together might have revealed her true colors from the beginning.
And this is why I can't listen to the fucking radio. I need to stop fucking rappers. You have a small dick.
seems like a lot of the time Juice WRLD's name is brought up now is for the wrong reasons, like an album delay, something bad his fiancé did, or unwarranted hate about his music style. His fans are all seen as depressed children who only like his music because he died. When he passed away, he was the 58th most streamed artist monthly on Spotify, and now he's fallen all the way to 144th after reaching a peak of 12th in 2020. Real Juice fans will always know the skill, versatility, and impact he had, but the number of new people finding out is only getting lower and lower as the days go by and his public interest fades away. Even some people who are already fans of Juice are losing interest in his music because of his label's poor music choices and delays, while also failing to keep fans in the loop with news. As a Juice fan myself, it's all hard to see, knowing how many amazing unreleased songs he has that many will never get to hear, and knowing how big he could have been with the talent and crazy work ethic he had. It's a shame things ended up how they did, and that the people Juice was close with didn't do a better job upholding his legacy. Hopefully things get better from here, maybe with his next album, and people start bringing up his name in a positive light again. But we shall see. May Juice WRLD rest in peace.